collaborative and independent.
Torah and Nada, freedom and structure.
Leaders and learners.
The balance in our classroom creates an environment that is holistic and organic, which is really fundamental to the academic and personal growth of our students as individuals and as a community. One of the key features of our learning environment is the unique physical setting here in the upper elementary classroom. The design of the classroom is supposed to feel like a home for the students. Our physical classroom setting is one that engenders warmth and comfort. The classroom is an open environment which is conducive to both freedom of movement and exploration. Our library is equipped with couches and beanbag chairs, which can be used during our daily silent reading period, and even at times lessons take place in our comfortable library or on many of the rugs on our floor. The students' schoolwork and projects play a significant part in the decor of our classroom. One of the highlights of our classroom is our plant and animal life. We had a pet bunny, Corpinicus, alav hashalom, for many months last year, which roamed free and was welcomed by our students. We have a fish, a frog, and a Madagascarian cockroach, all of which are taken care of by our students.
The Montessori environment facilitates choice and independence. It gives the children the opportunity to be in charge of the classroom and maintain the classroom in a way that they feel pride, and also shows them practical life skills for something that they're going to do later on in life as well.
In order to aid the children for their choices, we have on the walls, we have our follow-up board, so they're able to see all the work that they're responsible for, and they know their groups, so they're able to quickly find where they are. We also have the schedule posted, so they're able to see what they need to do for the day or the next day. We also have job charts and our bathroom charts, so they're able to show us what their responsibility is for as far as jobs, and they know what it is as far as, and when they leave the classroom, where they belong. If they go somewhere, that they show us that they're out of the classroom as well. The materials themselves are all very accessible, and they vary and are differentiated by skill level, and the children all know by the area, which is clearly defined by signs, so they're able to go exactly where they need to go, find what they need to do, and get the work that they need to do so that they can feel accomplished and successful.
The shelves are set up that the students are able to find their skill set and their specific level. Everything is organized in that way. We really want the students to feel comfortable and to really set them up for success. The setting of our classroom really is rich in Jewish culture, spirituality, and learning. The first thing they see is the Parsha Chagim tables, which features works and images related to the Chag or the Parsha of the week. Being that Tefillah is the first thing that we do in the morning, the Sidur shelf is adjacent to the Chag and Parsha shelf as the next thing that the students see when they come into the classroom in the morning. The prime location of the Parsha and Tefillah shelf reminds us both when entering and exiting the classroom really that our Jewish identity is what lies at the forefront of who we are and who the students are, both as individuals and as a community.
Our Sfarim shelves hold the students' Chumashim, Nevi'im, and Mishnayot, as well as a variety of other Sfarim, thus engendering a warm, homey feel. Amidst the various shelves containing works and materials, one encounters the Chumash, Navi, Mishnah, Rashi, and Ivrit shelves. Their placement among the general studies shelves reflects the integration of Judaic and general studies, which is a natural part of our holistic environment. Above our snack table, one finds brachot charts. During lunchtime, our students place pins on the brachot they say on their lunch foods. This fosters mindfulness regarding what one eats and the proper brachot one must say.
These various aspects of our classroom ensure that our students are enveloped by both the learning of and living of Torah laws and values that lie at the core of our school's mission statement.
Another key feature of our learning environment is the classroom culture, which promotes a strong sense of community, collective responsibility, and interdependence.
There's nothing more satisfying than seeing our students work together to make our classroom an unparalleled space of growth, be it academic, social, emotional, and spiritual. In our classroom, even when students are working independently, they're working alongside one another.
Still be able to talk and laugh and stuff, but we would still be able to get our work done.
Our multi-age class creates opportunities for our more experienced students to mentor their younger peers and to hone their own skills by sharing their knowledge with others.
I feel that now I'm a sixth grader, I kind of have the opportunity not to be in charge of the fourth graders, but to kind of direct them and like guide them.
Meanwhile, our less experienced students constantly get the help they need to thrive. Kol Yisrael arevim zel hazeh. Every Jew is responsible for one another, and v'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, love your fellow as you love yourself, are part and parcel of the fabric of our classroom culture. During our weekly community meetings, students have the chance to constructively address issues and concerns that arise and generate solutions as a response to the issues. It's inspiring to watch 4th, 5th, and 6th graders learn how to express their feelings and work together to effect positive change. We end the week with acknowledgments that students share with one another so that each and every one of us, including the teachers, enter Shabbat with a profound sense of gratitude that we are a part of Keilat Aparel at Netivot.
I have 2 children in the upper elementary, Kate and Theo, and they have very different learning profiles.
For Theo, his older brother is 17 and he's 9, and he's got 3 sisters in between. Having the multi-age classroom with older boys, having that social outlet has been really, really fantastic for him, and a great opportunity that he wouldn't have in a traditional classroom.
Part of our community is a responsibility to maintain the cleanliness of the classroom. We've set up an environment, and the children are users of the environment, so they help maintain the cleanliness. They wash the shelves, they maintain the boards, they clean the tables after snack, before lunch, they're sweeping the floors, they organize the shelves if anything is out of whack, they put the chairs back in, making sure that when they come into the classroom they have a bright, friendly classroom, an environment to be in. Our job chart helps facilitate that by showing them what their responsibility is, and they're able to follow the job charts to know that I'm doing this for the greater good, for my community.
One of the nice things about our learning environment is the independence and autonomy and freedom of choice. Every student has a set amount of work that they need to do and assignments that they need to get accomplished, but they can choose in which order they would like to get that done. They have a planner, and they, with the help of the teacher, they plan out their day and get their work done. The students are encouraged to be independent in their work and figuring out the answers rather than just given shortcuts or given the answers or spoon-fed the answers. They work really hard to figure it out and have those light bulb moments of, oh yeah, I get it. Are also encouraged, there's a certain amount of control of error, so the students can check their own work. They can go to the shelf and find the answer keys and check their own work and figure out where they've made a mistake and go back and fix those mistakes. They also have the freedom to talk to one another, so they can be independent, but they can also work together collaboratively, but they can also socialize a little bit while they're working. And that gives them the feeling of the freedom to get their work done, but also feel part of the community.
I love that the Upper Rail environment allows me to work with my friends, but also work alone.
Part of this independence also gives them the ability and the freedom to have movement and to take a break outside and to relax their bodies before they go back to work.
So my daughter just switched into the upper elementary school this year, and we are so thrilled with everything that she's experienced in the Netivot upper elementary class. I've just had my first observation today, and I am blown away. If I could redo my childhood, I would want to redo it here. My daughter is feeling so much safer and secure in this classroom. I walk in and I see her collaborating with the teachers and her classmates. The teachers are on the floor working with the students. There seems to be mutual respect between the students and the teachers. The teachers are not talking down to the students. They're collaborating and talking with one another. I see the students working together on their computers or at tables and collaborating on their projects. And then there are students working quietly in their centers alone if they need quiet time. My daughter has come to me and told me that she feels very secure in this environment, that there is no instances of bullying, All the students talk with respect with one another. Any issues or arguments are resolved in a respectful and cordial manner, and it's just an incredible environment for a child to learn in and grow up in and learn how to interact with other people and how to interact with the world, basically.
Another key aspect of our environment are the different modes of instruction used to teach the students.
We use project-based learning in many of our lessons. Project-based learning gives the idea of hands-on, and they're building what we're talking about. We have used many different materials and projects and art projects and food and all of the senses to really bring into life what they're learning. We also use impressionistic education, which brings to life everything that we're teaching them through stories, experiments, acting things out, creating their own plays, and programming through the computer. Impressionistic learning also gives them an idea or a picture that they are able to explore further.
Differentiated instruction embodies the follow the child model, in which each child is really getting the work that they need at their level to succeed.
So for example, she was able to take a math concept that Kate was having a lot of difficulty with, and the material that we had in the classroom wasn't quite working for her, but she knows that Kate is very creative and loves to sew, and she has come up with a decanomial quilt, basically, that Kate is sewing in order to reinforce multiplication concepts. And again, she really gets the individual instruction in all of the subjects, both general and Judaic studies, to support her social emotional growth and make her feel like she's achieving to her potential. So I have to say that this particular upper elementary team, and again, I want to just say that there have been, I've had kids here for many years, and there have been many fantastic teams, but this team is really unique in how much of a team they are and how collaborative it is, and how there is so much communication between them to set up the optimal learning environment for every child. What's really fantastic is that for the first time there is a male and a female Judaic studies teacher. So the role model that my son gets and the role model that my daughter gets, she's got Laura Daniela, who is giving her so much in terms of not only the academics that she gives over, but just the role modeling and the connection and the relationship is so essential, especially at this age, as Kate becomes sort of a young woman, pre-bat mitzvah, to have that role model and that chinuch in the classroom is amazing. Rav Darren has been fantastic for Theo's Judaic studies. Rav Darren really takes the time to understand each child's psychology and the religious background in the home that the child comes from, and really work to make a connection with the child on that level. The general studies team, also a male and a female teacher, which is ideal. Mr. Dovey really kind of taken it on himself to do a lot of special projects in the classroom. He does a ton of woodworking and a lot of creative sort of ideas. He's always thinking about new works and ways that he can appeal to kind of the broad range of learners in the classroom. Sometimes the pure academic stuff can be, for certain types of learners and certain types of kids, a little bit difficult, and Dovey can often make works that really reach different kinds of learners. And Miss Shannon is fantastic. She really has been able also for Kate to tailor the works in the classroom towards her learning profile. So they're a phenomenal team. They all work together beautifully. The communication is amazing, and kol hakavod to them. They're doing a great job.
crowd.开始是为是为啥啥，不为谁嘛。